Hello, my name is Laura Ramirez Sanchez, and today I'm going to talk about the TOEIC test. There are so many tests in order to certify the English level, but in this case, the Test of English for International Communication TOEIC test is an English language test designed specifically to measure the everyday English skills of people working in an international environment. The TOEIC test means the high ET standard for quality and fairness. This means that different versions of the same test yield scores that have the same meaning. All test takers are given access to materials that help them to understand test procedures. The difficulty of the test questions is appropriate for efficient testing. And all aspects of English language proficiency are tested to allow a test taker's language skills to be reliable access. For the speaking and writing test scores do not depend on who scores the test. The ETS standard for quality and fairness meets the standard for education and psychological testing, published jointly by the American Educational Research Association. The American Psychological Association and the International Council of Measures in Education to promote the sound from ethical design, development, and delivery of fair, reliable, and useful products and services. A typical ETS test undergoes more than 20 reviews and requires several steps to determine its clarified relevance and freedom for bits. Before tests are administered in a operational test, ETS is committed to ensure fairness opportunity for all learners worldwide. The TOEIC tests are English language proficiency tests of people whose native language is not English. The test accesses the everyday English skills of people in the global workplace who may communicate in English both with other non-native speakers and those from English-speaking cultures. The TOEIC test uses authentic tags that reflect the kinds of language people actually use in the global marketplace. The introduction of the TOEIC speaking writing test supplements the TOEIC listening and reading test, allowing direct evaluation of all four English language skills. What kind of people can take this test? Over 6 million individuals take the TOEIC test every year. They include persons who use English in real-life work settings such as business, hotels, hospitals, restaurants, international meetings, conventions, and sport events. Managers, sales, and technical employees in international business, commerce, and industry who require English to communicate in the workplace. Individuals preparing to enter the workplace. What is the main goal of the exam? This exam guarantees competence in English for students and business professionals. Often, this is used for hiring, assigning jobs, and promoting employees. One of the most significant characteristics of the exam, the TOEIC listening and reading test is serves to develop listening skills, communication, meeting, video conference, postcard, and conversation. It serves to develop reading skills, email, reports, newsletters, and other forms of business correspondence. The TOEIC speaking and writing test is serves to develop conversation skills, presentations, meetings, telephone conversation, or face-to-face communication. It serves to develop writing skills, email, or business correspondence. What skills are evaluated through the exam and who they are evaluated? This exam evaluates the four language skills in two different tests, listening and reading and speaking and writing. The first one that is listening and reading, they had a questionnaire of 30 minutes, listening comprehension in 45 minutes, reading comprehension 75 minutes, and the total time is an hour and a half. The speaking and writing section is conversation section with 20 minutes, writing section is 60 minutes, and total time is 80 minutes. The TOEIC listening and reading test lasts 2 hours, 45 minutes for listening and 75 minutes for reading. It consists of 200 multiple choice items evenly divided between the listening and reading comprehension section. Each candidate receives independent scores for listening and reading comprehension on a scale from 5 to 900 and 495 points. The total score adds up to a scale from 10 to 990 points. Test taker receives separate scores for each of the two tests. Or they can take the speaking test without taking the writing test and vice versa. The speaking test accesses pronunciation, intonation, and stress, vocabulary, grammar, cohesion, relevance and content, and completeness of content, while the writing test accesses grammar, relevance of sentences to the pictures, quality and variety of sentences, vocabulary, organization, and whether the opinion is supported with reason and or examples. The tests are designed to reflect actual English use in the workplace. Two, they do not require any knowledge, especially business terms. The TOEIC speaking test takes approximately 20 minutes to complete. The TOEIC writing test lasts approximately 60 minutes. Each test has a score range between 0 and 200 points, with test takers grouped into 8 proficient levels of speaking and 9 proficient levels of writing. What scale is used to get the results? Each candidate received independent score for listening and reading comprehension on a scale from 5 to 495 points. The total score adds up to a scale from 10 to 909 points. The TOEIC certified exists in 5 levels, corresponding to achieved results. For example, if you got the score from or between 120 and 225 points, you get the A1 level. If you get the score between 225 points to 549 points, you get the A2 level. If you get between 550 points to 785 points, you get the B1 level. If you get the score from 785 points to 945 points, you get the B2 level. If you get the score between 945 points to 990 points, you get the C1 level. But remember, the TOEIC test is not a test that is pass or fail, because not all job or education institutions require the same levels of English. This test was specifically designed to meet the needs of the workplace, so it measures a great diversity of levels and skills. If I will take this test, I would like to take the TOEIC test because it measures a high intermediate knowledge of the language and is focused on the work of business habits, which from my field action allows me to obtain better results and performance, thus allowing me to communicate not only in the English language but from a technical language as required, in addition to establishing contacts and knowing other cultures. Taking this text not only allows me to measure the level of English that I have, but it also indicates how well I can communicate in a conventional way that is practical and real and professional, as well as current being the global standards in the evaluation of the actual use of the English language. For these reasons, it brings me many benefits to advance and complete professionally in the labor field. Thank you very much.